Hmm. Yeah. All right, what do we got going on here? Hello. Let's get some frankincense burning. Okay. What we got going on? The bossy frankincense and God saying, clear the energy of low vibrations and to bring in high vibrating energy. God saying. Let's see what we got. I hear a Dane. I hear a Dane. Oh, it smells good. Oh boy. That's what we needed, actually. Oh, now that feels good and smells great. Okay. Hmm. Hello, Bridget. How are we doing? Miss Bridget Lopez. Welcome to the room. Nice. Okay. Some roses to dry out. How are we doing, Bridget? We have a few others in the room as well. Just put them over the radiator. Actually, I think I have something for that. Welcome to the room. You have to scroll down and type if you'd like to engage. Mm-hmm. I'm getting it clipped so I can hang this. All you have to do is scroll down. Hooty hoo hoo. Alright, so we're drying some roses that were given to me as a gift from a friend. I guess Bridget is no longer in the room, or she stepped away from her computer. Stay alive. All right, ready to dry. There's some pretty roses. Still have a lot of red. That's gonna be too low. That's just right here. That'll work. Perfect. I just used some really nice rosemary that I grew last season in a cleansing bath, and let me tell you, it was pretty strong. It knocked one of my candles out. Stay alive. Say something. Ah, thank you. That's nice. Say something. Do-do-do. Welcome to the room. Let's see, we have somebody new. How are we doing? How are we going? If you're new to the room, please make sure you subscribe. Yay. Hello, Aqua A, how are we doing? I have no idea what this song is. So much for free music. I'm doing well, thank you. Just trying to get back into some type of routine here. Drying some roses, some nice red roses. Your first time in the room, make sure you subscribe. Click the bell, subscribe. If you like, we can do a little card connection. Any questions? As you can see the sign in front of me. Please, if you have any questions, please refer to the sign in front of me. But as I thank you for subscribing to the channel, we can do a little small card connection. Let's see. Let me know when you subscribe. Sometimes it doesn't pop up. Aqua A. Hey, there we go. No, that's somebody from Facebook. Oh, wow. Okay. Thank you. This song is horrible too. Well, I guess it's not that bad. It's a little loud. How old are you? This is interesting. Nice. Okay. So let's go. Let's go with this deck of cards. Let's connect to Miss Aqua A 25. Okay. So you have two cards that I picked for you. Spiritual Union and the Crown Chakra. Okay. So this is a spiritual union in two ways. One, I definitely feel that somebody's coming into your life. That's one. But this is more of a, it's your time. Hello, Vinny. It's your time to open up energetically to your higher self. So that's the spiritual union as well. Okay? The spiritual union with the crown chakra is all about connecting to your higher self. So that is the work I do with the angelic golden ray healing. As you can see on the board now. Yeah. So that what's more of within yourself, opening more, actually putting the work in, but it is your time. Hello, Vinny. How are we doing? Well, you can always add me on Facebook if you like. Personal message me. We can discuss more about energy work and open up your personal energy more to your higher self. But you can add me over there on Facebook. Just punch in Brian Osterhoudt. I'm doing well, Vinny. Well, that's just a small little connection of where you're at and what's going on, Aqua. Obviously, you've been putting in spiritual work, getting yourself prepared to move forward. I'm doing well. I was working a live event for 6 weekends, so I wasn't online. And if you're working, for me at least, depending on who I'm working with and how I'm working, it varies. So when I'm doing a live event, or I'm working like a psychic fair, how I connect with people, how I do my readings is completely different than how I would do it online, which is kind of a little bit still different than if you were sitting here in my office across from me. So I'm adjusting to doing internet world again. Yes. Did you subscribe to the channel? It was kind of nice doing the live psychic fair type venue because you only have to talk to people when they pay you. Which is completely different than the internet. The internet, you have to do a lot of talking just to get people to look at you. Yeah, so I like doing the live things, the live events. Thanks, Vinny. Make sure you click the bell. So I like doing the live events because I don't have to talk to you unless you pay me. So, I've been doing internet computer work since 2012. So you have to please forgive me. I'm just venting my experience. That's okay, Vinny. It's a 10-second delay regardless of where you're at in the world. That's the way YouTube live stream is. It's not really a big deal. Yeah. So I'm here. I did I think I had 130 readings in 6 weekends. So that's a lot spread out. It's not much if you break it down to the day, but how about a card connection for Vinny G? Vinny G, would you like a connection? Yeah, like I said, it was a huge change in pace from sitting here and waiting for you to engage with me. Would you like a card connection, Vinny G? Vinny G, come on down. So I am a psychic healer, if you haven't figured that out yet. That just means that I work and do readings and through love and a positive interpretation of what's going on in your life, regardless of what's going on. How we can see about getting into a more in balance and alignment with your life path type situation. So I work with energies, elements, angels, and source. So we remove and bring in situations to your life, as well as readings and healings and openings. So it's like Reiki with more creativity. So if we can have a connection with Vinny G, please. Vinny G, what's your birthday? Give me your birthday. Ooh, I should definitely do that. Why Vinny G is writing his birthday, and I have this charcoal hot. Forgive me, but why I have this charcoal hot? All right, there we go. I'm going to bless these roses and clear the energy real quick. I clear the energy and bless these roses in the name of the Father, the Mother, the Divine Son, in God's name. Amen. Okay. Okay. There we go. Let's give some energy to these cards. And one more. Okay, I hope one day I can connect on a higher level. Well, it's all about having energy work done by somebody that is at a higher level than you, so that you can raise your, you got to be able to raise your frequency and your vibration, open your chakra points more. This is what I do with my clients. This is what I do. You can always add me on Facebook and message me in the private messenger, and we can discuss that more about pricing and what it takes. So I can do energy work anywhere in the world, and you feel it in a matter of minutes. In a matter of minutes. Okay, so we can connect with Vinny G. June 2nd. What year? What's your year, Vinny? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. So you do have the card of obstacles. Okay. That's all right. Vinny, you have the card of obstacles. Okay, obstacles and challenges. It appears that you have been going through some obstacles and challenges in life, and just to be a little bit more patient, that you do have some partnerships, some connections that are coming in. You do have some new connections that are coming in. Things are being created within your life. So again, that's another type of union, partnerships, alliances that are coming in. So Spirit is working very, 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 very busy lately, opening people. Please feel free to engage in conversation. Please don't rely on me to ramble. You're welcome. Well, the obstacles are, you're just at the end of the obstacles, so things will start opening up for you. Scooby-Doo. Not fair. Not fair at all. I discovered a whole nother sequence of numbers. It's very interesting. Okay. Oh, God bless. Twin flame. Not one of the twin flame conversation. 1111's like an alarm clock activation. It's a digital alarm clock, a spiritual alarm clock, a DNA alarm clock. Again, goes back to waking up to your higher potential, your higher self, your higher self. So they're all codes. They are all codes having a value. Numbers have value. Very nice. Yes. The fives are all about big changes. But you also have to be able to, there's a difference between creating number codes yourself and receiving messages. If you focus on and obsess enough on numbers, then you're going to just see those numbers. So people who are new usually start obsessing, and they just get hooked on numbers, seeing numbers. I'm receiving messages. So it's very important not to get into that, because all you're doing is kind of creating that situation. You're creating those numbers. You're calling those numbers in. So that's why you're seeing them. So you know, your stronger messages are messages that come to you when you're just living life, going about your life, not like looking under rocks and alarm clocks and license plates. So I don't really get into number discussions, because it's just something, yeah, a lot of people are just creating a numerological mess in their life. Trust me, I don't even look at license plates anymore. What are you gonna do? Every license plate that drives down the road is a message for you? Come on now. So you gotta feel the moment, is what I'm saying. And I will say, I'm gonna leave a little mystery in the air, because I earned it. I believe in not giving everything away to people, and that because not everything is meant for everybody. And this is such a watered down experience. There is a whole nother number sequence that when you open up to higher levels, that will come to you. So something to look forward to. You give, I give, I a lot. You give a lot, that stuff usually backfire. I give. Well, you can't just give. There has to be an exchange of energy. You know? There has to be an exchange of energy. You can't just be a giver. Well, you can connect and have a conversation with her as easy as anybody else can. It's all about opening up your energy to higher levels and frequencies. Perhaps you might want to consider having a private session. Oh, I'm sure she has a huge part of it. That's an interesting hairstyle. Blessings, Vinny G. Thank you. That was Kenny G's younger brother, Vinny. Not everybody's gonna get that. People were like, who's Kenny G? Yeah, I should take that fabric and clean it. Hmm. Hmm.
From 13-minute magic, and today you are in my laboratory where I am going to show you how to make dragon's blood ink. Okay, we got to talk about some precautions here. Precautions, okay? Precautions or warnings. Hey, we go with that too. If you're nursing and pregnant, please steer clear from this because this is definitely not something for you. It can be very, very dangerous for you as well as the child. Also, if you suffer from asthma, upper respiratory issues, or have an infection, stay clear from this as well, or take very serious precautions because this can irritate your lung, what we're going to do. Lastly, if you have kids and pets around, please have them not anywhere near here, and also keep in mind that you should be doing this in a well-ventilated area and away from any kind of heat source. So basically, don't be burning candles while you're doing this because this is quite dangerous what we're going to be doing. All right? So, and this particular dragon's blood looks just like this. And the next ingredient we need is pure alcohol. Okay, before y'all run off to your liquor store and think that you're going to get pure alcohol off the liquor cabinet, no, you're not. Not unless it's moonshine, but legally, no. Here in the U.S., they do not sell pure alcohol for drinking. I can only imagine how you can end up after drinking that, but it's not possible to get here in the U.S. legally. Let me state that correctly. 99% isopropyl. Well, luckily for you, I have an Amazon affiliate link down in the description below where you can get that. It's only going to cost you about $11, and it's a huge jar. And I mean huge jar. Now, keep in mind, this is not to be used on wounds, okay? This is not like the pharmacy alcohol. This is actually used to clean electronics. So please do not use this to, disinfect the wounds because they're going to hate you for the rest of your life if you try using this stuff. Also, you're going to need gloves, y'all, to handle this. And the gloves that you're going to want to get are the ones that I'm wearing. These are nitrile gloves. These are hospital grade gloves. And again, the Amazon affiliate link is down below to get yourself 100 gloves. FYI list of things. What about gargum? Gargum has always been thrown in there. Yes, I know everybody tells you to throw gargum in there. And that partially has to do with the dragon's blood that they're using is the wrong type. Draco is not ethanol soluble, and neither is gargum. So believe it or not, the reason the dragon's blood that you're normally using to make the ink doesn't stick or get very thick is because it doesn't dissolve in alcohol, it only dissolves in water. And gargum does the same thing. It does not dissolve in ethanol. It only dissolves in water. Therefore, you're just wasting your time. It's not going to thicken it up. It's only going to clump up into these weird goop things, okay, and never actually become an ink because you're using the wrong liquid to make it. Moral of the story? No, we don't need the gargum because the resin that we're going to use, the medieval dragon's blood, is a very sticky resin. I promise y'all you're going to see what I'm talking about. Okay, let's get started because we're going to use this, okay? This should be done in a well-ventilated area because this stuff is going to suffocate you as you're going to use it. FYI, giving you the warning now, y'all. This stuff's strong. And that's all we need. That's it. Those are the only ingredients we need to make dragon's blood ink. Wait, hold up. You mean to tell me the whole list of things? What about gargum? Gargum has always been thrown in there. Yes, I know everybody tells you to throw gargum in there. And that partially has to do with the dragon's blood that they're using is the wrong type. Draco is not ethanol soluble, and neither is gargum. So believe it or not, the reason the dragon's blood that you're normally using to make the ink doesn't stick or get very thick is because it doesn't dissolve in alcohol, it only dissolves in water. And gargum does the same thing. It does not dissolve in ethanol. It only dissolves in water. Therefore, you're just wasting your time. It's not going to thicken it up. It's only going to clump up into these weird goop things, okay? And never actually become an ink because you're using the wrong liquid to make it. Moral of the story? No, we don't need the gargum because the resin that we're going to use, the medieval dragon's blood, is a very sticky resin. I promise y'all you're going to see what I'm talking about. Okay, let's get started because we're going to really dive into this. And I know this video is already getting so long, but I felt that it was necessary.
I'll be right back. This is the video exactly what I want to watch. This has already given me the answers that I seek. She is very informative. Welcome to the room. How are we doing?
We're going to be doing it this way now instead of diagonally so that you can see what's going on. And so to get started, we're going to need a few things. We're going to need some kind of scale. We're going to need a mortar and pestle. Try not to use your stone mortar and pestles because they're just not going to work out very well. They're going to end up getting dyed. This stuff stains everything. I kid you not, it stains everything. You're going to want a stir. You're going to want your alcohol. You're definitely going to want some paper towels. Okay, I'm going to use a beaker to put everything in. maybe a measuring spoon. And you're going to want a container to put everything in. So the first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to crush our resin.
Oh, come on. A little faster.
It does not need to be into a powder form, so don't worry about crushing it into a powder.
Hello, Joyce. Welcome to the room, Miss Joyce.
The next thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to measure out 10 grams of this resin. So,
well, now we know what happened. How are you doing?
10 grams. Woohoo! Okay, well, 10.1, but it's all good. Next thing we're going to want to do is break out our little beaker here, and we're going to fill it with 50 milliliters of isopropyl. I already did that already, so that way to speed up this video. And then we're going to take the resin, and we're going to place it inside the isopropyl.
Very interesting. This is science meets spiritual. It's the same thing.
And now we're going to want to stir it.
Oh,
now the idea here is to get as much of the resin that's on the bottom stirred up so that the isopropyl can actually dissolve it. Or at least pull out the ink anyway.
How was your Thanksgiving?
And now we're going to let it sit. So we're going to let this sit for about 3 hours. And we're going to come back every hour checking on it until it gets to the right consistency. So I wanted to kind of talk about some stuff while we wait. And talk about actually how this process of making Dragon's Blood ink is really done. Now, normally, you would take what we just made and you would put it on a heat source and bring it down to about 3/4 or reduce the alcohol down to 3/4 in order to make the ink. However, due to the high flammability and the unstability of isopropyl, it's actually quite dangerous for me just to take it on a stove and heat it up and show you how to do it that way. I mean, the dangers with that is that you end up creating gas pockets that end up igniting and you can end up blowing up your house. It's always great.
Sorry to hear that.
We overheat it and we actually make it catch on fire, which is even better, you know. Yeah. So, no, we're not going to do that
horrible,
process. Instead,
Joyce.
by letting it sit for 3 hours, what we're doing is we're allowing the air to dissipate isopropyl. Isopropyl actually disintegrates or dissolves or evaporates. Evaporate is the word. There we go. You know, it actually evaporates in the air very quickly. And due to the high concentration and the fact I'm using a small beaker, it's probably going to take about 2 to 3 hours before we can bring it down to 3/4 of what it is when we first started. You know, so while we wait for this to brew and do its thing and, you know, wait lovely 3 hours, I figured I'd tell you guys some of the magical properties to use Dragon's Blood ink. Or at least some magical workings you can do with it. One of the perfect ways to use Dragon's Blood ink is for protection spells. It's really, really good at bringing out, like if you're going to write your own spells, Dragon's Blood ink is perfect for that because it really makes your spells stronger.
What time do you have to work till?
It brings out your demands, like
No, having to work late is horrible. I haven't had your cooking, so I could not lay claim to that. But I'm sure it's not as horrible as working late. Well, now I know what happened here. It did not come out as planned, although I believe it's still usable. It's just not ink. It's more like droplets. Yeah, I'm trying to get back in the swing of things, Joyce. Oh, God bless, Joyce. Who'd you piss off? I'm trying to get back into the groove of coming online. Like I haven't been online, working online, so it's been very nice. But I feel it's time to get back into building the channel, putting the time in. One ridiculous comment after another. I'm trying to figure out what is the next creative process. Oh, these are nice. These have a very soft but powerful energy. Can you see? You want to go to the beach? Oh, I'm so glad that was closed. You want to go to the beach? These are very powerful shells. They're very soft, very neutral, very powerful, very earthly, very water. I love them. I gathered them myself a few years ago on vacation in Florida, in a very spiritual place. Oh, you're heading back now. That's it. Alright, then I can stop talking. Oh, until the next beautiful person wants to speak. Hola. Hello. Greetings. Greetings. Welcome. Who do we have here? No. I do not speak Spanish. No habla. No más.
Like, whatever it is you're demanding, use the dragon's budding to write it down in words, because it's going to be fantastic, I tell you. But it's also great for getting rid of certain people in your life that may not be so healthy for you or may not want the best intentions for you, okay? Listen, to each his own on how you do your magic, but there are some cases where you just want a person to, like, shoo, go away, you know, not really think about them anymore, and for that person not...
6 o'clock. I should be putting in the... I should be burning the midnight oil. Is that the old saying? Burning the oil? Burning the night's oil? That's probably more like it. I should be burning the night's oil. Detox from that television. This is just as bad. Computers. The light. It's just the light itself. It's not good for the body. Chemistry. Scientifically saying